So this vehicle right here is pretty cool. It's the Ocelot Ardent. It was added in gun running. It's $1.15 million, and there's some pretty cool things about this vehicle. It has great customization. It has a unique sports classic look to a very popular Lotus from the late 1970s. However, there's one thing that seems to be missing from this that I think Rockstar really dropped the ball on, and that was probably the biggest, complaint about a vehicle like this, is that Rockstar really missed an opportunity to add a very unique and cool feature to this vehicle. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So this vehicle, the Ocelot Ardent, is based primarily off the Lotus Esprit S1. And it was a car that was built in the UK in the late 1970s, and it gained fame through an appearance in the James Bond film The Spy Who Loved Me. It was featured in a long chase sequence off the Italian island of Sardinia, and it's probably best known for its unique feature of converting into a submarine. So what happens when we take the Ocelot Ardent to the water? Does it transform into a submarine? Does it have the ability to last underwater? Well, the answer to both of those is no. And that's where I feel like Rockstar really dropped the ball here. They made this vehicle weaponized with some pretty weak machine guns, but they missed out on an opportunity to make this our first land-to-sea vehicle in Grand Theft Auto Online. So instead of sinking to the bottom of the ocean, what should have happened with the brand new Ocelot Ardent is maybe something like this. So this is what I think should have happened. You should have transformed as soon as you hit the water into the submarine, the submersible version of this vehicle, the Ocelot Ardent Aqua. So you might recognize this vehicle from the spy thriller. Ocelot would have had to hate money to not produce this baby with the way people were begging for it, so here it is. A submarine built out of a 90s supercar, even though it's a 70s supercar. Unfortunately, transforming from car to sub turned out to be a technical nightmare for Ocelot's engineers, so they just decided to purely make it into a sub. It features 4 rear-mounted propellers driven by the same 4-liter V8 put in the road-going Ardent, giving it an estimated top speed of 50 miles an hour when fully submerged. They say estimated because nobody wants to go at those speeds in a submarine engineered by Ocelot. So this is it right here, and this is what the Ocelot Ardent should have been. Now, I know this is a DLC vehicle from last DLC, from gun running, but it was the last one released, and this is probably the biggest gripe with the Ocelot Ardent is the fact that it doesn't have the ability to go underwater. Rockstar really dropped the ball here. Now, if it did have the ability to go underwater like this, I would imagine that Rockstar would have made it way more expensive than the price we see right now, which is once again only $1.15 million. But I think a unique feature like this would have been well worth it, as no other cars in the game come even close to having a feature like this. Now, probably the biggest complaint that people will give about something like this is, oh, it's not realistic or it doesn't make sense. At this point, I don't think anything can be classified as unrealistic for Grand Theft Auto Online, considering we have Tron bikes, we have rocket supercars, rocket bikes, and now we have just a ton of different military-style vehicles and military planes. I mean, nothing at this rate is really unrealistic for online. And this would have been amazing because we know Rockstar take references from pop culture, whether it's movies like Fast and Furious or James Bond. I mean, heck, there's even a vehicle in single player that's based specifically off of James Bond's Aston Martins. So we know they watch the films, and we know they have a general idea of how his vehicles work and function. So talking a little bit more about the Ocelot Ardent Aqua, this vehicle is pretty impressive under the water. It certainly is the fastest vehicle that can go underneath the water, but what's also pretty cool about this is kind of driving it on the surface of the water too, where you can kind of, leap out of the water, get massive air, and then dive back in. And this is especially cool in single player, given all the unique aquatic animal life that's in the water, like whales and sharks and stuff like that you'll just see passing by that you don't actually see in Grand Theft Auto Online. So this vehicle is incredibly cool. It also has the pop-up headlights that still come up underwater. It adds a bunch of other cool features as well. And this is what the Ocelot Ardent should have been from day one. There should have been an option to transform it from land mode to sea mode, just like how airplanes can transform from vertical takeoff to horizontal takeoff. There's a bunch of other vehicles that can do similar-esque things to what the Ardent should have been able to do in online. But anyways, that's all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Let me know in the comment section down below if you had wished this is what the Ocelot Ardent should have been like in Grand Theft Auto Online. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go and enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Without the way guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.